Kia ora, and welcome to the SheBikesHeBikes Lake Dunstan Trail briefing. Today you will be riding one of New Zealand's most iconic cycling trails. To maximise your enjoyment and keep you safe, please listen up for a couple of minutes. The LDT, as we affectionately call it, ducks and dives, twists and turns, and provides an exciting day of cycling. We ask that you always wear your helmet. Head injuries can last a lifetime. Ideally, don't wear a cap under your helmet, as it can change the fit of your helmet. Ride with control. That means controlling your speed, especially on declines or near other cyclists. Brake early for corners and change gears early for climbs. When braking on steeper downhills, try not to grab too much front brake. A nice way to remind yourself of this is to have one finger on the right brake lever, your front brake, and two fingers on the left brake lever, your rear brake. Be aware of blind corners and keep left when entering them. Use your bell when coming up behind other cyclists to let them know you are there and probably passing. Carry a first aid kit with basic supplies and some pain relief. One of your group should have a cell phone with a New Zealand SIM card in it. Get them to ride as Tail End Charlie if that's the only phone you have. Give them the first aid kit too. Everyone should carry a shell layer in case of sudden changes in the weather. Carry more water than you think you'd usually drink, as well as snack food. Refill your water bottles at each opportunity. Refreshments are available at the Cromwell Heritage Precinct, Carrick Winery's Pedal and Pour food van, or Coffee and Burger Afloat. Please check the Coffee and Burger Afloat Facebook page to confirm if they're operating today, as they are weather and season dependent. Make use of sunscreen and reapply it during your ride. Some of the toilets on the trail are long drops with no paper or running water. Carry some paper or wipes and hand sanitizer. If you are overheating, pour water onto your head and neck. Seek shade and cool down. Get more water from the lake if you can. Install the What 3 Words app on your phone using our QR code sheet. This helps with knowing where you are or letting emergency services know where you are. The trail is ridden in both directions. Cromwell to Clyde is the primary direction of travel as the trail falls in that direction. No direction is safer than the other. Negotiate passing on narrow sections like the clip-on boardwalks. Most importantly, ride in the correct direction so you don't end up in Wanaka or on your way to Queenstown. To do this, keep the water on your left shoulder. Cross on the bike path at Bannockburn Bridge and turn left at the end to keep the water on your left shoulder. When you reach Clyde, cross back over into Clyde at the Red Bridge. Emergency. If you have a medical emergency on the trail that you cannot ride out from, call New Zealand Emergency Services by dialing 111. Make use of the What 3 Words app to provide your location. Note that extraction is generally by helicopter, which may have to hover, or by Coast Guard boat, which you may need to move towards. Call a second in an emergency. Avoid accidents by riding with control within your capabilities. Punctures. If that word sent a shiver down your spine, or you have no idea how to fix one, then you need to use our puncture repair QR code and watch the video. Even if you know how to, we'd suggest you still watch it, as it's critical with e-bike punctures to get the tyre off the bead on both sides and continually squeeze it to the centre when putting it back on. If that sounded like East Elbonian, then watch the video. You must be self-sufficient for puncture repair, as we cannot come out to assist you. As Grandad George always said, prevention is better than cure, so the easiest way to avoid a puncture is to not ride over debris on the trail. Briar branches are the biggest puncture culprit, as they border the trails and have thumbtack-like thorns on them. If you do get a puncture, then make sure you figure out where on the tyre it happened and remove whatever caused it, so you don't immediately get a puncture again. Mechanical. Mechanical issues can be difficult to deal with on the LDT because once you go past the Cornish Point car park, we cannot get to you. We work hard so that doesn't happen, however sometimes things just break. Or you might run into or over something. If you notice something is not right as you cycle through towards Carrick Winery, call us so we can put a solution in place. That way you can have morning tea at Carrick if we have to drive up to sort it out for you. We have staff available 8:30 to 5 p.m. Be prepared with your booked itinerary name, the name of the rider with the issue, and the code from the front of their bike. In many cases, we can sort issues over the phone. Broken chains are the biggest issue on the LDT, but happen rarely. Chains break when you change gears late during a climb while putting maximum load on the chain. To prevent this, change into lower gears early for climbs. We provide a chain breaking kit with instructions for all hire bikes. It's simple to fix, but prevention is better than cure. Change gears early. E-bikes. If you're riding one of our bikes with Shimano batteries mounted on the outside of the frame, then it is critical that you power the bike on without your feet on the pedals. Repeat after me. Power the bike on with my feet off the pedals. The bike weighs the cranks on startup and will emit 3 beeps and show a W013 error if you have your hoof on there. To fix this, turn it off and turn it on again without your feet on the pedals. E-bike battery management is the rider's responsibility. All our e-bike batteries are less than 20% through their lifetime. They are manufactured by Shimano, an industry leader. All adult e-bikes have 630 watt-hour batteries and are larger than those provided by many of our competitors. From our testing, we found that the batteries have about twice as much capacity as is required to ride the LDT when ridden in a normal manner. Adverse environmental conditions like strong headwinds or rain softening the trail will impact on range depending on how bad they are. Factor this in when selecting your assistance level, getting the most out of your e-bike. To get the most out of your e-bike, follow these simple rules. Keep your pedaling speed at or above 60 revolutions per minute. This puts your e-bike in the efficiency sweet spot where you get the best battery use for power output. You do this by using the gears on your bike to maintain a cadence of 60 revolutions per minute or greater. Use eco when eco is enough. Use other rider assistance levels for inclines or when environmental conditions call for it. Damage to higher equipment. General wear and tear is expected. If you have a fall, take care of yourself first, but please let us know about any damage on your return. If we need to repair or replace anything, then it is at your cost as per the terms and conditions of hire. Please don't do skids on your bikes. Flat-spotted tyres mean we must replace the tyre and are easily spotted by the mechanics when servicing your bike after the ride. Wrapping it all up, take your time and enjoy this amazing trail. We suggest you take time to breathe it all in. There are many interesting features, spectacular views, and photo opportunities. We close at 5 p.m. Please be back before then. Have a great day out there. Ask any additional questions before you depart. If you love today and want to learn more about our other day and multi-day cycling adventures, just ask.